Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games, and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lumber's Post 1975, and welcome back to another Fat Friday. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. Hey YouTube, Lumber's Post 1975, and welcome back to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street, which pretty much should be some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in Iceland. Only it doesn't rhyme or have quite so much the ring to it. But once again, you saw the thumbnail and you've read the title. I've been to Iceland. Iceland has not updated its curries in absolutely years. The last curry I bought from there, and I still have it in the freezer. Maybe I'll revisit it next week, because next week is the 100th Fat Friday video I'll be making. I want to talk a little bit about why, because this series is 2 years old. I want to talk a little bit more about why I like doing this series of videos, but we'll save that for next week. But yeah, so I bought a scarily spicy Carolina Reaper curry, Iceland's most famous curry, Iceland's hottest curry, and pretty much one of the hottest curries I have ever had, because they brought it back because it was so successful, but it always goes in limited runs, and they brought it back, which is why I bought a couple of them to future-proof myself, and they were also reduced because they've been discontinued again, annoyingly. But it was one of the earliest videos I did in this series of videos, and it was, yeah, dare you eat, and since then they've expanded their scarily spicy range into a whole bunch of stuff, most of which I have tried in this series of videos, such as chicken strips, chicken wings, pigs in blankets, fish fillets, scarily spicy fish fillets. Yeah, they've had French fries, they've had Carolina Reaper chicken, they've had Carolina Reaper sausages. Scarily spicy is not always Carolina Reaper, but the majority of, I would say, its more famous and successful products are Carolina Reaper. However, this week in Iceland, I noticed that the packaging had changed on some of the curries, and there was a new improved beef madras, which I've bought one, but I've had their beef madras before, and it is very nice. Generally though, in cheap curries, the quality of beef is not so great, is it? But it's new and improved, so maybe I could try it again, because I haven't had a curry in a Fat Friday video for absolutely ages, and anyone who watches this series of videos know, my mouth's gone already, Pavlov's dogs, knows that curry is my favourite meal. It's my takeaway of choice. It is very much a Friday night meal for most people. Friday night, Saturday night meal for most people in this country, and it is the most successful takeaway dish. More successful by far than fish and chips. I don't know why everyone seems to think that all we eat if we go to a takeaway is fish and chips. It's not. Curry absolutely wipes the floor with the sales of fish and chips, although I believe they are a very close second. Anyway, so they had that, a new improved beef madras, and they also had this, and it tickled my fancy, and it is Iceland takeaway new Chicken Rogan Josh. So it's 4 chili rating. See, I complain, don't I? I don't generally get out of bed for less than a 3 chili rating, and I complain when stuff's 2 chili rating. But I don't know if it's the mindset you have when you eat curry. At least me, especially for this series of videos, I look at it and just go, oh, it's only 4. But 4 is hotter than the majority of things I've had in this series of videos that claim to be hot, but aren't from Iceland, but do genuinely claim to be hot. I did try their Vindaloo. That was limited edition. That was 4 chili rating. That wasn't hot at all. However, this has potential. And the other reason it tickled my fancy is Rogan Josh, while not the hottest curry, and not the curry I eat most often, I generally, if I go to a takeaway, get a Vindaloo, because I like to sweat. if I have a curry on a Friday or Saturday night, you know. Well, not so much Saturday because I work Saturdays, but you know what I mean. So I generally get Vindaloo's more than I get Rogan Josh's, but Rogan Josh's are my favourite curry when it comes to out and out flavour. And normally they're not 4 chili rating, they're around about 2 to 3 chili rating if you get them from a curry house and you get them from other supermarkets, but they are lamb. They are lamb primarily. It's supposed to be a curry, and it's from the Kashmiri region or area of India, and it's supposed to be red meat. So predominantly, it's made out of beef and or lamb, and that would be the one I've always had. I've had a lamb Rogan Josh. If I go to a takeaway, you generally only ever see lamb Rogan Joshes. You don't see chicken Rogan Josh. Is it a question of that lamb is an expensive meat, and if you want to keep the price of these things down, because these are £2. Don't need a receipt to remember the price of these. These are £2. So if you want to keep the price of these down, because you know it's Iceland, it's a I don't know if well it is. It's a budget supermarket. I just happen to really like their products. Hence the fact that this series is full of them. But I guess yeah. So if you buy really cheap lamb to keep the price down, more so than beef. If you buy shit lamb, it's horrible. It's absolute garbage. But at the same time. Well, it's more of a Jamaican thing, isn't it? Mutton curry. Not so much an Indian thing, more of a Jamaican thing, I believe. But not a fan of mutton. Not a fan of mutton at all. It smells funny and it tastes funny. If you like mutton, good for you. I am very much a fan of lamb, but cheap lamb equals bad curries. Mutton in curry equals Dave's not eating that shit with someone else's fucking spoon. Anyway, so yeah, this was £2. And I've also got a gacky throat. I also got a rice to go with it, which I've never actually had before, and that will be Uncle Ben's peri peri rice. I do like this stuff. Microwavable rice. What a world we live in. It's a 2 chili rating, which is quite good when you think about it, because it's rice. But obviously, we want the curry to be the main dispatchee, if you will, of the heat in this meal. So as I said, this was £2 and it's 375 grams, which is about right for a curry serving by itself. Because it's their takeaway series, that's why they're in these slim line boxes, because you kind of associate them with takeaways, apparently. I generally associate a foil tin with a cardboard lid, a plain cardboard lid, and someone's handwriting in biro. Gotta say biro, like Rick Mel. Sorry, it's the law. I don't make the rules, I just adhere to them. But yeah, so if you buy a ready meal, like you know, like a curry one, and it's got rice included, generally they're like 500, grams. So how much? This was £1, by the way. It's on offer. This is 250 grams. So yeah, it's a pinch over, what a ready meal would be, with that. But then that's technically 2 servings. It's not. It's 1 serving for me. 1 serving in Davetown. So let's have a look at what the ingredients are. Cooked chicken breast, tapioca, onion. Why do you make these things so small? It's almost like you're trying to hide something. Turmeric, yeah, okay. To be fair, I don't recognise a lot of this. Ginger puree, maize extract, chicken. What chicken? Chicken from concentrate. Chicken from concentrate. From concentrate is an orange squash or fruit juice thing. You can't have chicken. It doesn't say stock. Excuse me. It says chicken from concentrate. Then it says chicken stock. Then it says wheat extract. Contains barley. Salt, with bloody cocoa, white sugar, good to know, malt vinegar, roasted ground cumin. To be fair, there's nothing in there that would say, by all means, pause it and read if you want to, that would suggest that it's hot. However, it is a curry, and curries generally are hot, apart from korma, which, as I've always said before, doesn't count as a curry, or a tikka masala. Definitely not korma. Korma is a fucking pussy ass dessert. if you ask me. And korma will never, ever seek residence in this house. Right, anyway, let's have a quick look like what it looks like in its frozen form. And basically, this could be literally a winner-winner chicken dinner. So like I said, I love Rogan Josh, but I'm guessing it's, like I said, chicken, because it's a cheaper, you know, meat than lamb. And even, basically, if you buy bad chicken, it's still good, you know, meat. It just means, unfortunately, the chicken's had a shite life. Right, cooking in because I'm not microwaving these. You should never microwave a ready meal. Look at me, like, because I've got standards. I'm eating a ready meal, but I got standards. Now, because to get the best out of these things, you have to cook them in the oven. And in the oven, it is heart sinks. 8 minutes and 30 seconds in the microwave. Or in the oven, it's 50 minutes at fan 180 degrees Celsius for we cannot for the Fahrenheit, which is gas mark 5. I've said this before, we seem to jump all over the shop between 6 and 7 with gas mark around about 180 200 degrees Celsius for we cannot for that Fahrenheit temperature, but we've never had it marked up as gas mark 5. And these are your products all across the board there. You know, you seem to have no consistency with the gas mark. Oh well, as always, I do these things downstairs in real time. Downstairs? Of course I do it downstairs. That's where the bloody cooker is, Dave. 50 minutes, fan 180 degrees Celsius. Preheat, fan oven 180 degrees Celsius, gas mark 5. Remove from packaging, and obviously, thanks for that. Pierce the film lid in several places. Place on a baking tray near the middle of the oven. Cook for 35 minutes into cooking time. Then, 35 minutes into cooking time. Stir. Thank you. Sorry. Wow, bad grammar and fucked up punctuation on cooking instructions. Who knew? Yeah, so 38 minutes. Stir. And then put back into the oven for another 16 minutes. And then stir before serving. So let's go downstairs and bang this bad boy in the oven, which I haven't even preheated. Shizen. Thank God these are just microwavable, because this, you can't cook. And when I say thank God, because obviously I want to do this in the oven, but these, you can't fuck these up even in a microwave. Well, you can't cook it any other way. Oh no, you can in a pan apparently. Just so on the back. Who knew? We live, we learn. Yeah, but these come out the microwave absolutely Jim dandy. So yeah, let's go downstairs and bang this bad boy in the oven. Right, so the light's gone off. We are on 180 degrees Celsius. Look, check it out, right? Look how nice it is. Well, I say nice, it's not my kind of weather. But look how nice it is outside, yeah? But apparently, there's a very realistic chance it might snow later on tonight, or even tomorrow. In April, mind. Anyway, right, so here we go. I don't know why I've never thought about doing this before, but put it on a baking tray, and that way, because I hate putting plastic in the oven, goes all squishy and shitty and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about getting 3rd degree napalm burns. Burns? Yeah, burns. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. No new arrivals this week, by the way. So, anyway, right. Free therapy, this. Help if I could actually pierce it. Right, so bang it in. 38 minutes and then 16 minutes. 38 minutes, pull back, film, stir, replace, film, then 16 minutes, stir. Right, so where's my... Oh, by the way, something else that's also just like crap. Right, so 38 minutes. Oh, but Marge, I want it now. I'm ravenous. So, just for the sake of showing you the clock. Right, come on, I was going to say lamb, but it's not. Be a winner, Chicken Rogan Josh dinner. Right, so we've just hit 50 minutes. There's definitely a more curry smell in this room now. I can smell it a lot more than I could. I don't know why, but it's still not the strongest I've ever smelled. Put it this way, I've had microwavable curries, you know, like with rice, you know, like a ready meal curry that smells stronger than this. Hopefully it's going to taste a lot stronger than it smells. Oh, try not to burn yourself, Dave. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, I can smell it actually. Still not strong, but I can definitely smell it. Right, you go in there. This is open because I want to see what this smells like, because this is peri peri. Which does smell pretty strong, to be fair. That goes in for a couple of minutes, I guess. We put you back on. And obviously I want to put my rice on my plate before I put my curry on my plate. Stir before serving. Ooh. Look at that sweet, sweet, precious grease. Mmm. Grease. Well, it's not, it's oils, isn't it? Yeah, that smells. I don't think Rogan. Maybe it's a question of Rogan Josh's aren't the strongest. My mouth's gone. Oh, strongest smelling curries that there are out there. Anyway, fire extinguisher of, yeah, I know. Have I got enough Marmite cheese? I said that thing was like crack. The Marmite peanuts, that is crack. Aldi Diet Freeway Lemonade. This stuff is a tits. Right, also, these are ready meals for work, but I told you, see, it's not just me saying it for a fact. I genuinely do like curries. Cheeky Madras there, 4 chili rating. That's for Saturday night. And a chicken jalfrezi. Apparently that, that only 3 chili ratings. I thought jalfrezi was 4 chili ratings. It's from, that's from Aldi. So yeah, see, true story. I do love curry. Right, are we on 2 minutes yet? Oh, sorry, that's my shoes. Do that every time. Right, going to show you what for a moment. So rice is done. Let's add our curry. I'm starting to wish I possibly had a bigger plate. Look at that. Right. That'll do. I think we recycle that. Right, so, yeah, here we go. Chicken Rogan Josh and Peri Peri Uncle Ben's rice. Hopefully, this is going to taste a lot stronger than it smells, because you don't go chucking around 4 chili ratings lightly. Alrighty then. Now, I know I was starting to sound like a broken record, but for me, half the, process of a good curry is, the wonderful smell when it cooks. Obviously, it's not going to smell like it smells in a curry house, but I'm just used to them smelling a lot stronger than that. It smells better now. It still turned my mouth into a tap. Fire extinguisher of choices I just showed you is Freeway Diet Lemonade from Aldi. Right, first things first, is just, I say that, I've just contaminated it. We're going to try I was going to say spoonful, but it's obviously a fork. I'm all over the shop. A forkful, decontaminating, of the rice, because it's, supposed to be a 2 chili rating by itself. Right, 2 tears in a bucket. The rice is very nice. Very nice. It tastes like peri peri. I say that, but then it does it. Oh no, there it is. I've got to stop jumping straight into it. I do it with every hot thing I eat and go, it's not hot, it's not hot. Oh, there it is. Actually, that's not bad. That's pretty, that's got a kick. The rice has got a kick. That's hotter than some hot so-called hot chicken wings I've had. Let's get a piece of chicken next. Get a massive, that is really hot rice. Back of my lips are burning now. 2 chili rain, bloody hell. Wonder if they do one that's hotter. Ooh, things to look for the next time I'm in the supermarket. Let's get a decent chunk, salivating like a motherfucker, of curry juice on a piece of chicken. As I said, it should be, well, not lamb, it should be red meat, but, I've never had a chicken Rogan Josh. Again, 2 tears in a bucket. Tastes like a Rogan Josh. And there it is. That's pretty warm. That's not Carolina Reaper warm. That's not Vindaloo warm. I'm talking like, you know, takeaway vindaloo. But there is heat there. There is heat there. Let's get a big chunk of the sauce on some rice. Yeah, I can feel it. More so than it was with that. The back of my lips now. Ooh, right. Let's get a decent chunk of sauce and rice. That should be hot then. Mmm. That's a combination of the hot rice and the Rogan Josh. That's pretty warm. That's pretty warm. It's very nice. Very rich, but then you expect a Rogan Josh to be rich. And the back of my throat. There it is. Would I say it's a 4 chili rating? I don't know if I would. It's very nice. Honestly, it's very, very nice. It's hit my chest. I can feel my chest. That's burning now. Back of my lips on fire. Back of my throat on fire. End of my tongue tingling. Chest a bit burny. But I don't think I personally would say 4 chili rating. It's savouring grace though. Maybe that's to do with why there is such a strong smell with it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should get a white stick. Maybe whoever gave this a 4 chili rating ate the wrong fucking curry. It ain't a 4 chili rating. It is warm. It's not. It's nowhere near as warm as a Vindaloo, or certainly nowhere near as warm as a Carolina Reaper. But it is warm. Mind you, your mileage may vary because I eat this shit all the time. It is, however, a very, very nice curry. Probably the best tasting of all the Iceland curries I have had. It's better tasting. It's about as hot as the Iceland limited edition that they don't make any more Vindaloo. That's in this playlist if you want to see what I thought of that, because that really wasn't hot. It's about as hot as that. So it's definitely hotter than any Rogan Josh I've had before. Certainly hotter than the ones I've had from proper curry houses. But it's not, you know, as hot as a Vindaloo, or even the Asda, when you just get the curry by itself in the chilled section, in the refrigerator section, not the frozen section. Their Vindaloo's pretty banging, pretty fucking hot. It's definitely hotter than, yeah, it's not as hot as that, but it's definitely hotter than, well, also Asda's lamb Rogan Josh. It's very nice though. It's very. I do recommend it. I'd certainly recommend the rice. The rice and this together, and my tongue is rapidly going down to the 8th sphere of hell. Definitely. Very sweet, actually. Rich and sweet. Oh, there we go. There's a lash. Definitely, though, the nicest curry I've had in a bloody long time. Recommended. Recommended. I don't think it's limited edition. Oh, it's a builder. It's more so at the back of my throat than anywhere else. It's definitely a builder. Obviously, the rice. Oh, little bit of a sniffle. The rice is it's got a hand in there, you know. So I probably should have been eating this with just regular egg fried rice or something like that to get a proper reading for the heat, because I'm boosting it, which to be fine is to be fair, it's fine with me. But if you've only ever had a lamb Rogan Josh, because that's the most common, honestly, you really want to get your ass to Iceland, because it's not limited edition, so, you know, but you never know. So, excuse me. Awkward windy pops. Yeah. If you only ever had a lamb Rogan Josh, get your ass to Iceland and give this a whirl. It's certainly by no means the hottest curry I've ever had. There is warmth there. I would say warmth and not heat. Because it's not, you know, it's not like licking the M32 on a 30-degree summer's day. But it's definitely building. But my word, what a fantastically tasty, honestly, for a supermarket curry, this is absolutely really surprised me. I mean, the Carolina Reaper, It's nice, but you'll be dealing with the heat more than you'll be worrying about the taste. This is warm. Oh, it tastes utterly fucking fantastic. I really am surprised and impressed, and do recommend Iceland's Chicken Rogan Josh. Almost said Vindaloo then. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've had their Chicken Rogan Josh, because it is new. I haven't seen it. You know, certainly, probably as far as a month back, I don't recall seeing it. And obviously, I check Iceland, you know, on a weekly basis for this series of videos. And I'd love to know what you think if you've had it. Warm, building, might be a bit much for other people. I honestly don't know. Maybe I should give up hot food for 2 weeks and reset my chili counter, if you know what I mean, or my heat counter. But this is fantastic. I recommend this bargain. £2. Seriously, get on it. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.